Okay, so we are already live on YouTube. So, guys, good evening again. I'm Luizy. I'm here with Bruna, Karina, Mateus, and Iago for our English immersion here on Talk and Talk. By the way, TNT is a platform where we can practice new languages like English, Spanish, even Mandarin. Now we have German, which is great. Diogo. Okay, so, but of course, this is not a class, so I'm not a teacher, therefore we won't correct each other. We're here just to practice, have fun. And today we are going to talk about network, which is something that I struggle with. So for me, it's nice to have a topic and someone to discuss it with me. Okay, I'll send you guys the questions. So today we are in 6 people. What do you guys prefer? To split the rooms in two rooms, or we can everyone stay here on the main room? What do you think, guys? Yeah, go ahead.
I think that with 6 people, it's better to split, I think.
Same.
We
Do
have
you
more
guys
time.
agree? Diogo, Karina, Bruna. Okay,
It's okay for me, split.
I'll make this
Everyone,
ring.
for me, it's nice to 6 people or not, 2 rooms, no problem.
I think it's better for everyone to have like more time to talk. Great to see you, Diogo, by the way.
Thank you. I have a little problem with my connection, but now it's normally.
That's okay. I can hear you well and see you. I'll just wait for Bruna to join us because I think she's like having some trouble.
And for my cell phone, I don't access in the computer. I have some issues, technical issues.
Okay, but we can hear you well.
Okay, I'll try to cell phone.
But Bruna, it's appear here
Yeah, she's
twice.
duplicated. Yeah.
Yes, duplicated.
Okay, so I'll send you guys a question before I break the rooms. Everyone can see it. Great.
Can you guys hear me well? No?
Yes.
I'm from cell phone, from computer now.
Okay. Okay, so I opened the question. If you see like a request, please accept. And I'll be here on the main room if you guys need me. That's right. Yes. Did it right. Yes. Finally, because I have like lots of issues to break the rooms. It's so difficult for me. I don't know. It's my ADHD. Guys, okay, so I'll start the introductions. I'm Luizy. I'm 27. I live in São Paulo with my girlfriend. I work with marketing, strategic marketing, but I'm a technology student. And I love to swim, really love to swim, love to run. I'm starting climbing, but that's very difficult for me. And I love to read, love coffee, and yeah, that's all about me. Karina, go ahead, your turn.
Will be repeat for Iago because we were in the same immersion 1 hour ago. So, and so my name is Karina. I am 26. I'm from São Paulo too, near to Butantã. I work as a product designer in a bank. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, pole dance. I like to read. I like to work out with my boyfriend, go out with my friends. So, and I have one cat
Nice.
with me.
My girlfriend practices jiu-jitsu too. It's very nice, so strong. I don't know. I don't have like the courage to start it. Iago, go ahead. Everyone knows you here.
Yes, we are always seeing each other. So my name is Iago, I'm 29. I live in Apoiarés, a small town in Ceará. I live here with my husband and 7 cats. I don't have anyone here with me. They usually are around, but I don't have anyone. I work as an instructional designer and I love to read in my free time and I like to go to the gym and I like embroidering too. And I recently started aquarella painting, but that's something that I still trying to understand.
Love it. Then when you like make some paint, you can like ring in your wall for us to see your work.
If I'm not shy, I'll do that. But I'm only painting like fruits still.
It's the easiest. And flowers and stuff.
I'm trying to paint too, like I'm doing this here, but like when you see
So
away,
beautiful.
it's yeah, away it's really beautiful, but close is like, oh, why? Like
It's
the
like
Just like
light, the
mine. Just like
colors.
mine. Mine's so silly. It's like animals. It's so silly. Okay, guys, so let's start. Question number 2. Do you know how to make like a good network connection? What do you think is the key to building strong professional relationships? This is something that I'm currently thinking about because I don't know, network is everything. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Let's start with Karina.
I'm terrible with networking, actually. I need to improve a little bit more, I guess, because I don't know. I think I struggle with this because you have to have a lot of conversations and know people and to be really expensive to do something. And sometimes, I don't know, I think I'm really shy and I need to improve. But I think it's really important. Like if you want to grow as a professional, you really need to have networks because not depend just on your hard skills, but if with soft skills too. So we need to have contacts to go further with your career, I guess. So, but I am not the best person to talk about network, I guess. I
Same,
am
that's
here
why
like to
I
listen
bring
to have advice.
same. That's why I'm here. How did you became like a product designer, right?
Mhm.
In a processo seletivo, I don't know how to say in English, or by network.
Mm, I graduated in fashion, so I used to work as a fashion designer, and I changed my career. So I did a lot of courses, free workshops, and I changed. But to change, I made a processo seletivo. I totally forgot how to say in English too.
Mm,
But I made basically processo seletivo, and yeah.
nice, nice. Because I know for designers, I don't know, UX designers or graphic designers in general, it's very good to have like a good network, like in hands with
Mhm.
portfolio. I don't know because I
Mhm.
used to try it and I think it's really important. I don't know. What about you, Yag? What do you think? Are you a designer, right?
Yes, I'm a instructional designer, but I study about UX also. I'm terrible with networking. I used to be a teacher in public schools here in my city, so we don't rely too much on that. Of course, it's important, but when you go through a process for public schools, it's that, you know. Of course, if you have a contact with like, I don't know how to say this in English, but with a politician in the city, a vereador, you know, it's easier. And in small cities, we have a lot of this. Um, but I never give too much attention to networking. And now that I am into the corporative game, I think that it's worst. I don't know how to deal with it because I think that I don't know if networking necessarily, but I think that the relationships that you need to have to grow, it's probably a lot based on, I don't know how to say this in English if it's not a bad word, and I won't say a bad word here in YouTube. But bajulação, we know that we need to have a lot of this. We need to understand the shades in this. So I'm really terrible, and something that I know that it's not my strongest point is like selling myself. I'm terrible in it. I think that I still don't know myself to sell myself enough to like I'm good at this and that. I'm terrible in this. That's why I don't post on LinkedIn. And I know that, for example, on LinkedIn network, everyone says that you need to post anything. You need to socialize on the social media, the minimal. So, but I really don't know. For me, it's like, oh, this year I will totally focus on LinkedIn and then I forget about it.
I hate this one. I hate this social media. I hate LinkedIn. Even though I use it like a lot. I don't post anything because I'm very low profile. I'm very shy too. So I don't have like nothing to say. Like, I don't know, I do like a repost when someone like publish like, I don't know, a photo that I'm in or something like this. But I hate it. I hate it. I have like 100 connections and that's it. That's only for people that I really, really know, that I know in person. So that's why I have it. But it's terrible for me too. I don't know how to make like a good network. Um, Sometimes I think that playing the corporate game is very difficult to understand how these connections, I don't know, can endure, maybe. But I know that it's like great to when you work like on a home office or in the, I don't know, hybrid format. It's like very good to go to the office to make connections, to have lunch with your coworkers. It's with your manager, especially, and it's good to make connections. But I don't know about network, so yes, we are a lot in trouble here with these questions. Have like anyone to give like an advice? Maybe Diogo, which is in another room. Okay, so question number 3, Iago. Can you read it?
How do you approach network in a way that feels authentic rather than transactional? I don't know, because every time that for example, that I apply to a position, I always try to find the recruiter. That's something that I always do. And then I send a invitation for connection, and I send a little message with that because it's like just 200 characters on the little message just to say that I am really interested in the position. So I think that it's basically transactional, because I'm interested in what the other person is offering, the recruiter. And I think that I will say about LinkedIn because that's the only place that I truly am in. I work remote, so sometimes I don't talk that much with other peers, because we have like a task to finish, and it's that, we don't, on this specific project that I am in it right now, we don't work in groups. We just don't. We just have our things to do and we do and deliver. But I think that for me, it's a lot of transactional connections that I do in LinkedIn. For example, I think that last week how I sent like 50 connections, invitations for a lot of international recruiters. I was just looking for them and I want them in my network.
Nice. Nice. That's great. I'll do the same, maybe.
Yes, I was in this online event that it happened in October, I think, and they have like a spreadsheet with a lot of international recruiters, so
Mhm.
it's really nice.
And you are already practicing your English, so that's great.
Yes, I just need to practice a lot another things.
Figma and stuff.
Yes.
Hate it. Okay, and what do you think, Karina?
I agree with Iago. It's really hard because you want something in the other hand. So, but like in my daily activities, like in my job, when I go to jobs, I always try to be myself with my colleagues. So I don't know, like just be myself. You don't need to compliment every time, every step, because
I hate this.
sometimes,
Hate this.
I hate this kind of person too. So
And we can spot this person, right?
yeah, like I I don't know. I don't like this kind of person, and I don't want to be this kind of person. So I think I'm like really me in my current job. So I try to do my work really well, to participate in meetings, to have like points to complete, not just for talk to talk, like when you have like things to do. So uh I don't know. I think it's that because sometimes I don't know. I hate when I'm going to a meeting and a person ups the put the hands up just to say I don't know anything, just to hey, I'm here, I'm existing. So I hate this kind of thing. So I'm always trying to do my work and be myself, but I don't know.
I think that's great. That's a great approach. I try to do the same. I try to be myself, but not that much sometimes, because sometimes I can be too much. And whenever I invite someone for a one-on-one, for example, I enjoy like a project and I want to understand more about the people that I'm working with. I invite someone for a one-on-one. Then I don't know, how can I say? When you look for the social media. I forgot the word, but I try to stalk her. I try to stalk the person before and understand like where did this person studied, what did this person like to do, what about pets or something like this, anything that I can build a connection. So I start the conversation with this topic, and I think it's nice to be seen, to understand more about your colleagues and other employees. And I have like one next week with head, like a very senior person. And I don't know, I'm trying to understand more about her before I talk to her, and to bring something that I can build a connection with her. I think it's like very important, but not in a like mechanic way, more in a friendly way maybe. So this is my only strategy to make connections at work, to make a good network, because I like to know other teams too, not just mine. So yeah, I think that's something that works for me. Okay, next question. Karina, can you read it for us? It's number 4.
For Have you ever had a casual conversation at work or an event that unexpectedly turned into a valuable career opportunity? Depends. Not like a valuable, but a freelancer opportunity. Once I was in a bar with my friend, like just hanging out, but it was a bar with her colleagues, with her company. So I was there, and there was a guy. He was looking for a UX for a small project. So I was drinking. I was like, I am a UX. So I made this project with him, um, and was like totally informal. The occasion we met, but I made this project and I earned a little money, extra money. So that's the situation.
Perfect. Nice. So natural and organic.
Yeah.
Wish something like this happened to me because I don't know, when I used to work as a freelancer, I used to have like little social media manager skills that I would like to do. I used to work for my mom's company, then which is like in the beauty area. So I met like another doctor, then another doctor, then another doctor, and then I worked with them. It was great because doctors has like lots of money, so they are very generous with payment. But there's nothing like nothing permanent, nothing that lasts. So sometimes I am a little afraid by living with freelancer. Okay, Iago.
I don't know. I think that this never happened to me. I think that when I was a teacher, I used to teach some other colleagues' children, you know. So there was this in 2020, I think I was invited to be like a tutor of a continued course that we have here.
English.
And it was really nice because I never had that kind of experience. And it was really nice because I was able to access other things and to see education through other lenses, you know, that it's not just in classroom. So it was really nice. And because of that, I had another job in the next year. And yeah, but it was just like because the students were saying that I was a good teacher, and I had colleagues on the education secretary here, then they invited me.
And was for English tutoring.
What?
It was for English.
No, it was for Portuguese actually,
Nice.
because it's not the focus. You know, we have a lot of this continued formation for teachers, but it's just focused on Portuguese and math. Basically that, because of the external evaluations like SAEB, and here in Ceará we have SPAES that involves money for schools. So they just focus on Portuguese and mathematics. It's sad
Wow.
because other teachers don't have the opportunity to have this, because I think that it's an important thing to do to continue learning, you know, because our practice, whatever the field we are, is always changing. So, but yeah, only Portuguese and mathematics.
That's nice. Is this something that you like?
Yes, I really enjoy the experience. in the next year, I was like, I was doing that, but for directors and coordinators in schools, like school management.
Mhm.
That it was really nice also, but it's a lot. But I think that it's harder because it does involve just education in classroom, involve a lot of other things, school management. But it was a good experience for me
Nice,
as a teacher at that time.
nice. Okay, so question number 5. What role do you think volunteering in projects or open source initiatives play in expanding network and building a strong portfolio? It's everything when you're starting like everything. I think it's great. We have lots of courses and workshops that you can join a project. I joined like 2 or 3 in the past for UX designer and for product management. It was like great to understand like the tools, the areas inside technology, to understand research. Research is like my favorite part. It was great for data analysis and something like this. And I think it was like very important for my next job interview. So I could talk like about the project. I could talk like what I was in charge, and it was great. It was great to understand more. But I think it's like volunteering is like always I don't know, some little issue. Sometimes you can deal with people that is not that interested in something, that is not that commit that you are as you are, and sometimes I was like really lazy to do things. Like it's not my job, but it's something that I'm really focused on. It's very important to me and to other people too, but it's not, I don't know, it's not academic, and at the same time it is not work. I don't know, it was confusing, but I enjoy it. Like enjoy it with little doubt, something like this. And what do you guys think, Karina?
I think it's really, really important, especially when in your early stage of your career. Me as a designer, when I am a product designer now for almost 5 years. Yeah, for almost 5 years. So when I was in a transition of career, I was like doing a lot of free projects just to have a portfolio. So my boyfriend, he is a developer. So we started to work together just to
Nice.
improve my portfolio. So I did do websites for my father-in-law, for my teacher, for a lot of person just to have like a real case to do. So I think it's in early stage of your career, it's really, really important. And after, when you have like you already have a career, but you need to go further with your career, you need to go further with your portfolio. So you have to structure your cases better, maybe turn into English and have like other challenges to do.
Nice, nice, very nice. And what was the, I don't know, areas and subjects that you worked with in this project?
Was accounting office. I made a project for them for a school dance. And this I made a freelance was for a real estate website.
Very different things, right? Very
Yeah,
different colors and
yeah.
layouts
And
and
this is
languages.
perfect for a portfolio. This is
Totally.
really perfect. Yeah.
Something that
So
I do is that I loved the projects that I was doing, like something that I really enjoy, like recycling and something like this, but not that something that someone need me to do. So it was always like the colors that I like, the letters font that I like, layouts and something like this. And it's nice when you have like a challenge or something like this. Great. And you, Iago?
Yes, I was part of a project that in maybe 2 years ago. But it was a little bit frustrating for me because they were like a startup that they had these projects and the designers did the design, and then they have a little group of developers that would build the website or the app, whatever. And I did the project, but I was really interested in having a group experience, but it was only me and my tutor. And then when I finished the project and I sent to them, hey, it's finished. Can we talk about what's coming next, if it's okay for you? They just never answered me back
Oh no.
anymore. I
No.
had like this final meeting with my tutor, and she was like, Iago, that's it. It's really nice. You have a project for your portfolio, and that's it. Now you talk to this other guy, and then you see if that's another thing to do. And then they never answered me back.
That's so unfair.
Yes, because they have like a really good idea. It was a startup that they developed this products,
Mhm.
and they wanted to sell these products, to these platforms to have money, and I was supposed to have a little uh percentage on that, like really little. And I was interested in that also. But and then I was looking for the company last week, I think, on LinkedIn, and it doesn't exist anymore. So they really shut down the project.
Oh, that's a shame. It's so sad. That's
And
sorry.
then and then I applied to some others things for volunteering, like So Junior and another initiatives, but they never gave me any answer, so that's it. Now I
Wow.
think that I need to do what Karina did, look for a little business and
Totally.
do like a landing page. It's that.
Also, we have like a lot of I forgot newsletter with like challengers to do, I don't know,
Yes,
webs
I
or
have
something.
this website saved here that they send you like a challenge every day, I think, that it's like, oh, build a checkout cart, something like that, and you just do this little screen.
Then you can
It's
post it like
nice.
on GitHub or something like this to reach your network.
I don't think that GitHub is a place to meet designers, I think.
Not just, I don't know, I'm not a designer, so I don't know about the design area. I can't be saying like totally wrong stuff, but I
I
used to
think that I
just
am
for
part of
developers.
some communities that on Discord. I think that they use a lot Discord. I am maybe in 2 or 3 UX communities on Discord, but yeah, I don't think a specific place that we can find them.
Yeah.
Maybe Karina that is in the business.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but exists a platform called ADP List. It's nice to meet and to have like mentors do something. I also like post your work in Behance, Dribble, and these platforms.
Behance. Yes, that's perfect. Behance is something that I forgot. I just off topic, but I met Talk and Talk by Vagas UX at the time that I joined, like last year. They're great. Okay, so next question. Yeah, go ahead. Can you read it first?
Number 6, right? What strategies do you use to maintain relationships with colleagues or connections over time? I'm terrible with it because I already feel guilty that I don't talk too much to my friends. So it's really hard to like maintain relationships with colleagues, you know. For example, when I I don't have now I don't talk to any colleagues in, from when I was a teacher, for example, and I had great colleagues, you know. I I have some people that I really appreciated, but it's not a thing. I don't know. I think that in my head is always something so separated, my personal life and who I am in the work, that I don't know. For me, it's weird to have like a person in the work that it's a close friend. I never had that. I never got that close to a person on 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 at work. Even though I really like the person, I really appreciate it. I really enjoy working with the person, but I'm not good at making long-term connections with coworkers, you know.
I know. Actually, I'm just the opposite. I guess I'm really great to maintain not just like deep friendships, like they visit my house, we go out for coffee or something like this. But I love talking with people that I used to work. Actually, I used to work in a museum, so I have like lots of really good friends that I used to hang out like a lot, but it's like a different environment. It's very different than corporate. It's like a whole other level of friendship. Sometimes even relationships, like romantic relationships. But I don't know. They are like my dear friends, and but corporate. I don't know. I have like one of my biggest friends leaving, like from the company that I'm currently working. So I'm very like a little sad and maybe I don't know afraid of the future because he was my mentor. But we became like really good friends. Not friends, we became friends because we are the same age. We like the same thing, and he's like very a special person. So I don't know. I intend to stay friends with him and to keep the connection, the relationship, like daily relationship. But I don't know, talking on WhatsApp, sometimes Instagram. It's something that I like to maintain. What do you think, Karina?
My current job actually is the one job that I have in my life which I don't have like really friends, people close to, because all my other jobs I made a lot of friends, like to visit house, to be friends for life, you know. So this time I think I just have colleagues at my work, but I have a lot of friends come from other works, and I try to stay close to them always. So get in touch in Instagram or LinkedIn, or hang out together to go to a place, to a bar, to a karaoke. So, but these friends of mine, they usually are from like other fields, you know. So I'm really good to know people from the other fields. So it's not like a networking. I like just be friends, you know. So, but in a network way, I think LinkedIn is really important. So I try always to connect with my colleagues or my boss or something like that in LinkedIn, and stay in touch like when you need it. So I don't know, sometimes when you have like a colleague and the colleague got fired and you have like a job opportunity to vindicate him. So it's like a good thing to do. So
Nice,
I think is that.
nice. I love that friendships that you can invite them for your birthday, and that's it. They came. You're always there. Nice. Okay, I think we have like time for one more question. Karina, can you choose one for us? Anyone?
Let me see here. Mm, okay, so 7, I guess. How do informal interaction, like corridor conversation or coffee charts, influence workplace dynamics? I think influence a lot because I don't know, you need to have lunch with other people in the work to know, to have more things in common and to know each other. Also, you have like to increase your career, you need to know people. That's a fact. Like Yago said, how I'm not a kind of person who talk with others a lot, but I think it's a great thing to do in work, but I don't have this ability. But I think it's really important to have a coffee with your boss or with your colleagues or with people with other area just to chat, to know more, to talk about work, talk about you, how can you improve your work environment, etc. I think it's important. I usually don't do that, but I recognize the importance.
I love this. I love this. I really love this, like coffee breaks and coffee after lunch. Like it's everything for me. Like I think that coffee after lunch or little chocolates after lunch, they do that everything for network. In my work, at my work, we have like a coffee station in every floor. So every time that I like go for a coffee or tea, I start a conversation with like someone totally strange, and it's very very nice. Sometimes there was a time that I was at lunch, that I was eating dessert. Then the director sat like behind me, and I didn't even know him. The director, like the CEO, and I was like, "How's your pudding?" Because if you don't like your pudding, I will not pick a pudding because I want to know if you like your pudding. And he was like, "That's great," with like notes of vanilla and chocolate, and it's very creamy. And I was like talking about pudding with the director that I didn't know at the moment. Then I discovered after that it was the CEO, and was like very, very, I don't know, shy, but it was like a natural connection, and that's okay. I love that in my work we have like so, I don't know, we have the more senior people like at the same desk as you, so it's they are very reachable. So it's something that it's really important. I think it's great, works well for me. And for you, Yag, what do you think?
I think that it's important. I think that it's the time that you that you know what's happening in other fields, you know. Even if it's working, if it's related to what you do or not, you can know a little bit about what's happening in everything. So I think that it's important. I think that sometimes is something that I miss because I work totally remote. So my coffee is
It's
just by
totally remote.
myself. Yes,
Wow.
it's totally remote. Thank God.
You and your seven cats, seven co-workers.
Yes. Uh, but yeah, I think that it's important, you know, when I used to work in the secretary here in my city, we always did this pauses for eating something, and it was like the time that we have to think about other solutions also, because even though we were talking about work, still talking about work, it seems like you're just getting out of your office, your room, just being in another room. It changes the the ideas, you know. So it's a
Yeah,
nice
the
thing.
energy.
Yes.
Nice. Guys, welcome. How was the conversation in the other room? Diogo, go ahead. You have some tips for networks because we are like no clue here on the main room.
Uh, it's nice. It's fun to think about the when for example, today I don't know what is the planner, and I schedule my Imersão and I'm enter here. And when I reading the question, I listen the question, and we are listening other people to express your opinion about any subject. It's funny to think about how I don't think about this in this point, this kind of different persons like to say the same thing, but you think different between and the person. It's nice. It's very nice. And in my case, I'm a commercial manager, you know. And my first strong skill is the relationship, you know, because if for sell, like I said, I'm commercial manager, but in my I think you only ask for me, what is your job? I'm a seller because I said today I'm a seller of insurance, but another day I can sell the hot dog, sell the hamburger, for example. But this important is connections, the real connections, trust connections. I think.
Nice, nice. Good to know. Thanks. And
Thank
for
you.
you, Mateus, how was the conversation?
Oh, it was a good conversation. Network is a good topic, principally in our professional life.
Mm-hmm.
And I discovered some new strategies to building strong relationships.
Share with
So,
us. You can share with us.
oh, I was remember a strategy that I used to to stay connected with the other people. Joe was saying about the his follow-ups with his clients. So I remember, for example, I work with music too, and I try to post some stories to remember the singers that follow me to that I exist. For example, uh, há, há tempo atrás, I don't know how to say this in Portuguese, I don't use my Instagram, so I just leave my social media uh, no canto, assim, eu não tava usando o Instagram. So I start to use it again to just to remember the people who work music like me that I exist. So this is a lembrete to other people, and this is a good point to 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 improve my relationship with the other people. It's like a
Nice,
remarketing.
nice, nice. Are you a musician or do you work with music
Yeah,
in
I
another way?
also I'm a musician too. So I was a musician and I started to work with marketing, and
Hmm.
today I'm a musician again. So I have
Nice.
these two careers in parallel.
So that's why you had like lots of references in that another
Yeah,
immersion that we were talking
yeah,
about music because you are a
yeah,
musician. Good to
yeah,
know.
exactly. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks,
So
Mateus. And for you, Bruna, how was the conversation in the other room?
It's a really nice conversation, and it's an interesting topic and a tough one for me because maybe I needed to improve my social skills related to the network. It's not that easy when you are in the real life, when you have so many people in the room, or you don't know these other people that much, or you need to approach these people and you don't have the knowledge in the area of this person, this professional work,
Hmm.
and maybe it's the challenge. You need to submit yourself to get out of your comfort zone. I think the talk and talk is a challenge too, because you have all kinds of people, all kinds of mind, a lot of different perspectives or point of views about the same subject, and you need to always stay with your opinion. Oh, really, this other opinion is interesting. I can change my mind. I can open my mind, and you make a lot of network too. And it's more easy because it's internet in the online world. I don't know if that would be this easier for me in the real life. In the you have to face connection. Maybe it's more intense. It's more difficult. You need to look the other person. You need to really pay attention. You need to listen much, and maybe it's a challenge for this era that we've been through this nowadays, because you need too much connection online, virtual connections, but you have to make in-person connections too.
Totally, totally agree with you. Thanks, perfect. I always like Bruno's answers. She's so wise every time. Thanks, Bruno. Thanks for participating and for your contribution. And Karina, since this was your first time here with us, with me actually.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Was really nice conversation. As you know, Iago and Luis, I'm not so good with networking, but I'm trying. So it's really good to see other points of view, as Bruna really said. Um, and I think it's my challenge for this year, maybe improve my networking. Start to do more coffee conversations, character conversations to improve the skill because it's really important. And if you want to change your career or go forward with your career, you need to be a network person.
Yes, to be
I think it's
open
really
to.
important. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, I think Talking Talk is a platform where you can make like lots of network here. Like everyone can like search you on LinkedIn, and there's lots of techie guys here too. So I think it's great for network. And finally, Iago, what do you think?
Yes, it was a nice conversation because that's something that it's on the back of my mind every day that I need to
Same.
to network with people. I need to use my LinkedIn. I need to post on LinkedIn. I need to put my LinkedIn in English, a lot of things to do that. But it was really nice, the topic and the conversation.
Nice. Nice. That's it. We finished.